So, usually I get a bag of this stuff. It's blue cornmeal. Bing! I can make blue pancakes with it, or blue cornbread with it. I guess I don't really know what to do with it yet. But one of the cool things I learned what to do with it, is make some blue fry bread. It just tastes like fry bread, I guess, with a little bit of cornmeal in it. So, I'm gonna take some fry bread mix. So to make the fry bread mix, you're gonna want to go ahead and take some salt, maybe about three tablespoons to 4 cups. So there's like 4 cups of flour in here, and I mixed about 3 tablespoons of salt, and then about 2-3 tablespoons of baking powder. It really doesn't matter on the brand or anything. And like the flour, you can use Bluebird, you could use anything really, but I think Bluebird does taste the best, and it does work the best. Like when you make dough out of it, it just feels better in your hands. So yeah, you're gonna take some blue cornmeal, and you're gonna want to add it to the fry bread mix. Maybe about 2 cups to 3 cups of 3 or 4 cups of fry bread mix. This is basically just salt and flour, baking soda. So you can keep adding the blue cornmeal until the color gets as blue as you want, or dark as you want. So right now I got like a light blue color going on. Add maybe another cup of cornmeal. And now it's like purple. It's like light purple. I don't really know if you guys can see that. There you go. Next, you're just going to want to add some warm water and mix it until it becomes a dough ball. Alrighty, so you can use your hands, you can use a dough mixer, you can use a spoon, any way you want to mix it, as long as it gets mixed. And you just keep going. Just mix it until it becomes a giant dough ball. So basically with this dough, you can make like blue tortillas, you can make fry bread, blue fry bread. You can basically do anything with it. When I make the tortillas, I make them too thick and I don't like the way it comes out. Maybe if I had like a tortilla press, I could make better tortillas with this dough. So that's where I got the idea. I wanted to make blue tortillas because my grandmother told me a fairy tale about Mexico and how they have like green, red, all sorts of different colored tortillas. Because she saw me making fry bread one day, and yeah, well, she's from Mexico, so that's why she was telling me about this. And she says the tortillas in Mexico are crazy, different, like all the sorts of different colors and tastes and stuff. So that's why I was like, oh, cool, I want to make blue tortillas. So that's where this idea came from. So, but today I'm going to make some fry bread, some blue fry bread. Alrighty, so after you've worked your dough and it's all ready and it feels good and you're confident with it, and it's a giant dough ball, you just let it sit. Let it rise, I guess, because once the baking powder's in there, it'll get like fluffy. So you're gonna let it sit for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and you're gonna come back to it, and then you're gonna make some fry bread. So. Now after you get your oil nice and hot, you got your pan there. You're gonna want to make some fry bread. You can use a tortilla press, anything you use, rolling pin, your hands, You can step on it until it gets flat. So after you shape your dough to however thick, however wide you want it, poke a little hole in the middle, because if you don't, it just bubbles up and then the middle doesn't really get cooked. So if you poke a hole in the middle, it cooks thoroughly, it doesn't bubble up as much. So you're gonna want to check if the brown or changing colors. So maybe just a little bit longer. So I say that's enough because it's changing color there a little bit. So let's cook. You don't want to cook it too much because the more you cook it, it gets crunchy. So I guess it depends on how you like it. If you like crunchy fry bread or soft fry bread. So I say that looks good. I don't want to get it too hard. So just gonna let the oil drip off and then I guess let it cool down and eat it. And that's how you make blue fry bread.